time, Nintendo Man 64, giving you guys an update on things that are going on around the channel. Usually I flip-flop between showing my face and doing my voice, so I figured this time I'd do my voice. We've run into a bit of a problem. Ordinarily I like to meander around the subject to get things started, but right around here, I need to get going right to the meat of things. We ran into a bit of a problem when it comes to the channel, specifically one of my systems now. It's not even Elgato's fault. It's one of my systems, and that system being my PlayStation 3. Now, what has happened is lately I've noticed that it has been causing some issues with my discs for my system. The biggest ones I've noticed are Raging Blast 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1.5. That it has been slicing and scratching up my discs. I'm not sure why this is, so I brought it to a friend of mine who said there's a good chance it might need some new... I don't exactly remember what he'd said, since I'm kind of tired right now. He'd said it might need a new disk drive. Actually, it is a disk drive. It might need a new disk drive to it, and that could cost a lot of money. So, unfortunately, if that is the case, that would mean I would have to shake up the Let's Plays that are going to be done around the channel, because as you guys might be aware, I completed Nicktoons Unite yesterday, and Raging Blast was set to start work next week. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore, as with my PlayStation 3 going down, I now need to think of a new system. A new game. Not only that, but I am now down a system, meaning my PlayStation 3. Luckily, A, it didn't happen when we were doing Kingdom Hearts 1, and B, it didn't happen because it happened now, and I only had one game planned for my PlayStation 3 on there, other than the Stick of Truth, which is unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure I could get a copy. I'm pretty sure I could get a copy of that game for the PC or whatever, if I really desperately want to play it. But anyway, that's not the main focus of this video. The main focus of this video, actually, it sorta is the main focus of this video, but anyway. I needed to get a bunch of games that I would talk about and show you guys. And really just flinging out like 10 or so games out there that I could play that might really just shift things, you know? Just get things started, get things rolling. So we can make sure that this kind of thing doesn't happen again. The first choice of a sort of a mini contingency plan, if you will, because I intended on playing most of, if not all of these games at some point on my channel, but I figured, you know what, we may as well get things started. We have to do one of these at least. The first choice is sticking to the Dragon Ball themed things, is The Revenge of King Piccolo. Now, this isn't a game that a lot of people have covered because it really wasn't that popular a game, because when people think of Dragon Ball, they think of Z, they think of Super, they think of GT. You don't ordinarily jump into the original Dragon Ball, and to be fair, if you wanted to pay attention to the story, especially those who've never seen Dragon Ball or don't care about it and are interested in seeing things about it, I would have to start with something Dragon Ball related, because obviously Dragon Ball came before Z, Z came before GT, and then Super just came right the frig out of nowhere recently. But anyway, that is for the Wii. I could play that on either my Wii U or my Nintendo Wii, so that's okay there. That's option 1 out of 10 that I have selected for you guys, in case you guys don't follow us on Facebook. In which case, if you do, I highly recommend you do. If you are on Facebook, blah, 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 you know all the drill about that. Once again, sticking with Dragon Ball, our other choice is a blind run through Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which is sort of like Raging Blast in that it has the whole arena. You don't just have it's not like Super Smash Brothers where you have the whole, where there's side-scrolling fighting, shit like that. You have the whole arena, which is like one wide open 3D arena to fight in. Only, it's an RPG. It's an RPG, so you can level up characters and make them strong. The biggest thing about that, though, is that when you level up a character, it's your character. You can create a character from scratch, or Or you could just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna rip off a character that should appear in this game, blah 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 blah. I think that's one would be a good idea. But I do intend on playing that as number 42, so that would mean I'd have a gap at 42. I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna slot things at the moment, but those are the first two options that I have. I'm gonna try to keep them in sort of keeping them in like the franchise order thing, sort of thing. So I'm gonna be going with the singular ones that I only have like one choice for next. Next up would be Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Not the Game Boy version, the one on my PlayStation 4. Or PlayStation 2, because I do have that one too. But anyway, that's been having so many problems thanks to Nick Jr. Knight. But anyway, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was supposed to be my first stream play game, which, in case you guys don't know, stream play was invented by me to be a sort of where I would let's play something there and then upload the videos to YouTube. So it's like, oh, I'll only have like 8 parts. I won't only have to do like 90 minutes. I won't have to sit and release 30-minute to 20-minute episodes each day. Blah 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 blah. That obviously didn't work since the last Twitch stream was a disaster thanks to my PlayStation 3 crapping on me. Now I believe it would work better with my PlayStation 4. But, again, at the same time, we did Chain of Memories almost, yeah, at this point, 2 years ago, we were working on Chain of Memories. So, there really isn't much of a reason for us to do it again, unless, with the exception of one element of the game that we can definitely play now, because it's not going to be emulated. Or on an emulator, blah, 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 blah. Not only that, but we did just finish a Kingdom Hearts Let's Play a couple months ago. Not only that, but we have Kingdom Hearts 2 right around the corner, so I don't know what I'm going to do when it comes to that. Well, not right around the corner, but still. I'd like to have some space between Kingdom Hearts Let's Plays like we'd had with 1 and Days, which was, I think, 1 ended in May and Days started in November. Or October, I'm not really sure when it started. All I know is that it ended in March. But anyway, that's option number 3. Option number 4 is another one that would mess up with my schedule, and that is The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. I do own many Zelda games now. Thanks to the Virtual Console on my Wii U and a lot of games getting discounted, I own a crap ton of Zelda games. So we won't have to worry. If people are like, you want me to play a Zelda game, I have Zelda games. The issue with it changing my schedule is that the Minish Cap was not initially on my schedule, but it could technically move on to that because, as you've seen, I have a Legend of Zelda Let's Play schedule for number 32. I don't want to have Zelda, then a breather, and then Zelda. I mean, I love Zelda, but trust me, I do not want to have Zelda, and I know you guys don't want to see back-to-back Zelda Let's Plays or back-to-back whatever Let's Plays, unless you guys really love the series, like in terms of Pokemon or Mario Party, blah, 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 blah. That would change the schedule around, which means number 32 would have to be a different Let's Play. And judging from the choices that I've had, it might have to be another contingency plan. So it'd technically be 2 contingency plans for the price of 1. So forgive me for being a little skeptical about that. Next choice is Donkey Kong 64, which I also have both on the N64 and, well, I have access to it on the N64. I don't have the actual cartridge because I'd have to borrow it from a friend, but I also have it on my Wii U Virtual Console. That one's actually not a bad choice. I have no Donkey Kong games planned for a while. In fact, Donkey Kong Country is supposed to be like in the 50s sort of thing. Like the 50s is sort of where I start to change things, where I start doing games and series I've never really tackled before, blah 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 blah. You guys get the drill. How many times am I gonna do blah 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 in these videos? I have no fucking clue. But anyway, Donkey Kong, it's a pretty good idea. It'll definitely give me some space. And since I have no Donkey Kong plans, I know people like it's popular, but again, the issue with it being that it's been constantly played. Like, a lot of people have played it. So I'm not really going to be jumping all hands in on that. Another game that it's semi-reluctant that I don't want to do it, but it's more along the lines of me just saying, Well, I am working on one of those games right now, and that is Pokemon Crystal. Now, the legitimacy of this Let's Play would be major, because it would be the first time I would be playing a Pokemon game as a Let's Play that it wouldn't be on an emulator. I have the cartridge version of Pokemon Crystal that I can play on my Nintendo 64. I have Pokemon Stadium 2, and I have Pokemon Crystal, and I have the connector that connects to the thing. The couple issues with that are obvious. The first being I'm working on Pokemon Emerald's Action Replay right now, so I really couldn't go all in on that. Not only that, but another issue is that it has a bit of that. Once you start the game up a bit, Pokemon Crystal has a bit of loading issues on the N64. Like, it stops after a while, but I would have to run around and do things for a little bit before it would load, and obviously the first episode would suffer from the loading issues. Like, it takes a while. Like, the first time you enter a Pokemon battle, it would be loading a bit. You think that the thing's gonna crash, but it's not gonna crash. I think it's loading issues because Pokemon Crystal has so much more memory than Pokemon Yellow does, and yeah, that's basically it. But that's another option that I would keep open. I have I have no issue playing Pokemon Crystal for you guys if you guys really want that. That's another option for you guys. By the way, all of these options that I'm telling you guys can voice your opinions about if you guys are playing it, or if you don't want to see a Let's Play of it, or if you're just like, oh, I'm curious about that game, or I've never seen that one before, blah blah blah. You can always feel free to voice your opinion in this video. So if you want me to play Pokemon Crystal, I can play it. Again, it would just have to shift the schedule around a bit, and actually it would help Pokemon Crystal in general, because if Pokemon Crystal is done, then I can move Coliseum to where the Stick of Truth would have been, withdraw the Stick of Truth, and then just insert another game there. Again, though, like, issues are issues, and they still remain to be issues. Next up is a hot topic game, mostly because they have the sequel coming out soon. I'm not going to be playing the updated versions, like the sequel or this one. I'm going to be playing Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, Star Wars Battlefront 2, you guys saw a video of me doing when I was doing my first, and so far only, shout-out video, where I gave a shout-out to Panda and Mark Leota. There's a lot of good things about that game. There's a great campaign mode. There's great, like a board game, Galactic Conquest style thing, where you take up a role as either the Republic, the Separatists, the Empire, or the Rebels, and you battle your opponent, blah, blah, blah. That's a good option. I did have plans on playing it one way or another down the road. Again, at some point, so that's that. Next option is MLB Power Pros 2008. I have mentioned my love for this franchise, or my love-hate relationship for this franchise for a while. It's a baseball franchise, very easy to control, like great controls, like the best controls, like Donald Trump would say. But anyway, very easy to grasp controls. You don't have a lot of issues with it. Great season modes, great modes in general, but certain modes, like the success mode where you build your own character, that can be a bit of annoying. But I would have no problem doing it for you guys because you guys rock. Blah blah blah, blee blee blah, blah 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 blee blee blee. But anyway, yeah, I have no problem doing that. It would actually be a nice homage to Super Sluggers if we did that, and it shouldn't take me too long and it would be another quickie. So we'd get a quickie, and then we could actually move the Phantom Hourglass up to 31, move 32, which I think is Star Fox, down to 32, and then we'd get back into the swing of things that way. We'd still have the two back-to-back quick ones anyway, but it doesn't really matter. The last two are Mario based, and that's why I saved them for last. The first is Mario Kart All-Console Tour. The All-Console Tour would basically mean I would be covering Mario Kart levels from basically all of the consoles. I would try to capture as many of them as I could. Obviously, I wouldn't be able to do the arcade ones, and I would not be able to do Mario Kart 7 because I have no way of recording off the 3DS, and I don't own the arcade games. But I'd be able to play Super Mario Kart 64, Super Circuit, Double Dash, DS, Wii, and Mario Kart 8. I really don't, and since after the last copyright debacle I had with Cinekids and all those other stupid shit with the openings videos, I decided I'm gonna throw freaking caution to the wind and be like, I don't care. I'm uploading these videos for fun. I have no intention of profiting off of them. So I don't mind doing Mario Kart 8. Now, obviously, the console tour would entail me just doing the games on those consoles. I would not do the Retro Cups in DS or any of those things. And it would all be in person. Like, instead of me doing what I did with DS, the second half of DS last year, where I recorded my dialogue, blah, 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 with the post-op shit, it would all be immediate commentary. You'd be able to hear my reactions. It'd be friggin' awesome. That's definitely an option. It would take a little while to record because I would be constantly shifting through things, but it'd also be a nice homage to Super Smash Brothers and the fact that Mario Kart is arguably one of my personal favorite franchises, as you guys are no doubt fully aware of. But anyway, the last game is Super Mario 64 DS. Now, I remember shutting you guys down with that when I said that was supposed to be I think that was supposed to be number 29, but I was keeping it as a contingency plan. It is the ultimate contingency plan Let's Play because it's based off of a game that I've played before. It's a remake, but it's the sort of complete version, as Chugga Conroy would say it. It's the complete version of Super Mario 64. You get to play as more characters, you get more stars that you can get, blah, blah, blah. I've played it, I've beaten it before, it's a fantastic game, and I'd be able to play it on my Wii U. So, those are the 10 options. Depending on how you guys feel, how I feel, by this time next week, we should have it down to about 5 or 4 of those 10 choices, and then I'm going to surprise you with the one I ultimately pick, unless you guys unanimously say, oh, I want you to play Xenoverse, or I want you to play Mario, or I want you to do the Pokemon Crystal or MLB Power Pros. You guys have full reign to voice your opinions. I will definitely take them into consideration. And that's pretty much it. So this has been Nintendo Man 64. I'm signing out for now. Hopefully things will improve for us. Until then, sayonara.